Hello. So today I'm going to talk about how to make a coaster. You can see I have a couple examples up here, different ones that I made. One for my school where we are the Panthers, another one for Marshall Public Library, friends who help me. Anyways, we're going to start. Now, a lot of students think it would be really easy to make a coaster, that you basically take a cylinder and that you take the cylinder after you have it, you smash it flat, and you spread it out. Couple problems with that. I want to make some coasters that are stackable because it's always easier if they stack. So I'm actually going to delete that. And what we're going to start with is a cone. Now, with this cone, I am going to take it and I'm going to size it up. Part of it is however big I want it. Um, so if you have a certain bottle that you want it for, certain cups, you can size it specifically for them. I'm going to go up to, well, let's look at these ones. These ones are at 80, so yeah, I think I'm going to go up to 80 on these ones. So go to 80. And one thing I want to do is I want to make this as smooth around as I can. And so I'm going to turn around and I'm going to give it more sides. That makes it a fairly pretty cone and everything. And I'm actually going to take this for now, and I'm going to put that like at 160. Okay. Now you're saying that does not look like a coaster. You are correct. That does not look like a coaster, but part of it is I'm not done yet. One of the great things about using Tinkercad is you can create new shapes by adding shapes. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take this cylinder right here, and I'm going to click on the black caret above it right here, and I'm going to lift it up. About 5 or 6 millimeters is about how thick you want your coasters. And I'm going to take it and I'm going to move it over my cone like this. And if you remember, I made that 160. I can make this 160 as well. I can zoom back and see that it covers it completely. And so right here, I'm going to take those two shapes, the cone and the cylinder I just made, that is a hole. And now I'm going to group them. I could also hit Control G. So now that I group them, I have this new shape. Okay, so you can see this, and this gives us a good coaster shape. Now, you're going to say it's upside down. Yes, you are right. And so we can use these little bent arrows for rotating it. Now, if I rotate on the outside, it's going to do odd degrees and everything. Well, all the different degrees. However, if I want it on the inside, it will do a certain amount that I want, and I can go to 180, and I'm not worried, oh, I'm at 77, not 180, so it's kind of nice. 180 right there, we have it flipped around. Now, that's looking more like a coaster, and only thing we need to do is have a hole in it. Now, we could do one of two things. We could take a cylinder like this, and depending on how much we want it up in the air, how much space, that kind of stuff, we can do this. And I'm doing this so it does it proportionally. I'm hitting shift. Now it's 80. The other one is 80 millimeters around. So if I do this, one thing I forgot, I want to turn my sides up, make it pretty smooth. Okay. Use my alignment tool, make sure it's perfectly aligned. And now I can group that. Okay. One thing to be aware of if you're doing that is you could accidentally have the cylinder come out here on the sides, and that would ruin your coaster. But here we have the beginnings of a coaster. Pretty easy. You can now decorate it with other things. You can turn around and put letters and stuff in. You can put the letters in as holes, and that way you can customize your coaster and have some really awesome coasters. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you have questions, feel free to drop me a line.